Hello everyone watching. My name is 𝘋𝙀𝙀𝙀 and in this video we will be talking about how to qualify prelims if this is your first attempt. The preliminary that is going to take place on the 16th of December. If it is your first attempt, how are you going to approach it, right? Now, the stakes of this competitive examination are going to be very high every year. This happens, right? If you are going to appear for this examination, you have to have the demand of this examination is very high, right? And so your preparation strategy has to be accordingly set and as per the potential that you have, right? Now, so it is important, it is of utmost importance, and since in this examination, time is of the essence, you have to have the right preparation strategy, a proper roadmap, and a compact study source, right? These must be the prerequisite of any examination that you're going to sit for, especially WBCS 2023 being just round the corner, right? You have to have a proper strategy and a proper roadmap, right? And I must stress on this fact that whatever is your schedule, whatever is the strategy that you're following, should be a very doable strategy, should be a very sustainable strategy, right? You should be able to maximize your performance. The strategy should focus on your strength, right? And it should maximize your efficiency and your potential so that you cross that preliminary barrier. Now, to ace that cutoff for the preliminary, which is nowadays quite high, right? It is important that you are very aware right now of what your particular needs are, what your potential are, and তুমি কি করে সেই জিনিসটাকে approach করছো, right? It might vary from individual to individual, but the basic of it is going to be the same, that you have to have the right mindset to approach this examination, correct? So a complete 100% dedication, focus, persistence, and patience in terms of your preparation must be there. Now, there are few things, if this is your first attempt, there are few things that you should streamline, right? And you must have done by now. The first is understanding the syllabus, the demand of the syllabus, and the exam pattern. That you should, by now, you should go through the previous year questions, right? You should analyze yourself and then devise a study schedule. Now, once you've devised a study schedule, remember what you're focusing on. Remember what is your approach going to be, right? How are you going to take on this examination? Okay. Now, select the topics very wisely. Select the topics with the maximum weightage, for example. I used to say it like this. If history had the maximum weightage, I'm going to give it my maximum time, right? I'm going to score 50 marks in history, I'm 40, right? This used to be my mindset. And for example, history, right? History is a very scoring subject. And if you have gone through previous year questions, right? If you've gone through previous year questions analysis, you will know that there are few questions that gets often repeated. If not questions directly, there are few topics that often get repeated, correct? For example, freedom struggle. Take a freedom struggle, you will have maximum questions from there, right? সেখান থেকে এইভাবে করে question selection করা, topic selection করা is very important. And always make it a point that you don't neglect important topics. যে আমি এটা পরে করছি করে, don't delay it, right? Don't procrastinate when you're studying or when you're choosing something. Once you've decided, once you made that decision that yes, it is going to be my take, this is going to be my approach, start today. Okay. Next is practicing MCQs, right? অনেকেই আছে যারা লিখতে ভালোবাসো, right? You are able to express yourself, express your ideas, express your studying, whatever you've studied through answer writing, right? But preliminary being a screening stage, you have to learn the art of solving MCQs. Now, learning this art of MCQs, I think nobody can teach you, right? It will only come to you via practicing. It can only be acquired by complete practicing, providing complete dedication to solving mock tests. And next, just remember in these examinations, especially in WBCS, right? Time is of the essence. Time becomes a limiting factor. So you have to complete everything in a given dedicated time. So whenever যাদের প্রথম attempt এটা, right, আমি বলবো যে প্রথমেই আগে time management, right, how you going to manage your particular topic, how are you going to manage a particular subject, right, in the allotted time, whatever you've decided. Strategize yourself আর এখনই সেই জিনিসটাকে understand, just understand your approach, understand what your positive and what your negatives are, and এখন থেকেই এটা করো. I think অনেকেই আছে, I've seen a number of people who've done this in their first attempt, so why not you, right? You can always do it. It is a very doable thing if you just strategize yourself, strategize your approach, and if you follow it religiously. Just strategizing, just making a routine, and just completely you're having the complete books, everything is set, and but not doing the main actual part, which is your study, which is your actual time that you're going to devote for your studies. If you're not doing that, then it does not help you in the purpose, right? So to fulfill the purpose, to fulfill your ultimate goal, right, the idea should be that once you have strategized, you're not going to procrastinate. You will start now. And sorry, যাদের especially যাদের first attempt রয়েছে, I think, and I really believe, for the people who are taking it for the first time, you have the best chance of qualifying, because I'll tell you, you are highly motivated. I always tell it to people who have that যাদের প্রথম attempt থাকে, right, you have the best amount of encouragement in you, you have the best amount of motivation, there's nothing holding you back right now. For example, if I've given the preliminary thrice and I've failed, right, when I'm preparing, now when I'm going to give the examination, there are number of barriers, number of burdens on me right now. আমার আগে বছর এটা হয়েছিল, তার আগে বছর আমি এই ভুলটা করেছিলাম, তার এই জন্য আমার হয়নি, I've done this mistake, that mistake. A number of things are going to weigh you down if this is not your first attempt and you've given it a number of tries and you've not crossed that cut-off stage, correct? But যাদের এটা first attempt, I believe that if you have the proper strategy, if you've been giving the right amount of time, if you're giving the right amount of dedication to your studies, this is, I think, the best case scenario. You have nothing that can weigh you down. You have nothing to lose. You're going in for the first time, and why not crack it the first time itself? Because the second time is going to be a lot more difficult. A number of things are going to go haywire. You're going to feel a number of things, right? And a lot of factors come into play. So first attempt, I think, jara first attempt er jonno koro, it is the best case scenario. This is the perfect timing. I can just 30 days left for your examination. Whatever you've done through these time of your preparation, start just putting them all together, right? Start revising, start bringing everything together at one point, and never at any point of time, right? At any point in time, do not lose hope. Do not lose hope, and trust your instincts. Trust what your gut feeling is. No matter what others say, no matter what people say that, this is your first attempt or how you're going to do it, the number of people who have done it, you are going to make it. If you've been studying properly, if you've done everything correctly, you're going to make it. There's nothing that is not possible in this case, right? So I hope that you pass this examination with flying colors, and you guys make that cut-off barrier, and you just come across and prepare for mains, right? All the best to all of you.